What's up guys and welcome back to today's video. Today I'm doing the AFL 2022 season in recap. So I'll be recapping every round from round 1 to the grand final and we're going to do that. Hope you like and subscribe and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, let's get into the recap. Melbourne and Bulldogs 100% game. This was such a close affair, but the Demons got it done. Then we had Carlton finally winning a season opener against the Tigers at the MCG by 25. And then we had Collingwood winning St Kilda by 17 and Marvel. Geelong ripping the shit out of Essendon. Sydney beating Geelong by 20. Brisbane just getting along against Port Adelaide. Hawthorn beating North Melbourne. Adelaide losing by clearance against Freo, lose by a point, and Gold Coast win by 27. So let's go to round 2 now. Round 2 we had, if it wants to work here, Western Bulldogs v Carlton. This was an average game. Didn't watch it, but it was a good game, I heard. And then we had probably the penultimate game. Buddies 1000. What a game this was. Buddies won South's goal. Collingwood Adelaide for an emergency alarm, but still, Collingwood just ripped shit out of Adelaide. Brisbane just getting over the line against Essendon. Hawthorn taking down the Power by 64. Melbourne beating Gold Coast. North Melbourne beating West Coast. Richmond beating GWS. And St Kilda beating Freo. We had Bulldogs winning, Melbourne winning, Adelaide winning, in the games that were really dwindled after siren goal. GWS winning, Geelong winning, Brisbane destroying the shit out of North Melbourne, Carlton winning by a point, St Kilda winning and the Dockers beating West Coast. Melbourne winning, Geelong winning, Sydney winning, West Coast winning, Richmond winning, Freo winning, Essendon, St Kilda, and Gold Coast all won their Sunday games. Round 5 now. Easter round. In the last quarter thriller, Brisbane winning by 7, then Bulldogs winning, Sydney winning, St Kilda winning, Adelaide winning, Melbourne winning, Carlton winning, Freo winning, Hawthorn winning in an Easter Monday clash. Round 6, St Kilda winning, Port Adelaide, Freo winning on their Saturdays, and then Geelong, Brisbane, and Melbourne, and Melbourne winning Sunday, and then we had Sydney and Collingwood winning on Day. 7, we have Richmond scoring the highest effort of this. Freo, GWS, Melbourne, and Port winning, and Carlton winning, and then Collingwood, Bulldogs, and Brisbane winning. Round 8, Port winning, Freo winning, Richmond, Gold Coast, Geelong, Essendon, Brisbane, Melbourne, Carlton winning all those games in round 8. Round 9, Bulldogs, Richmond, Port, Sydney, St Kilda, Brisbane, Gold Coast, Carlton, and Melbourne winning. But what a game! This game right here was such a good game. Before half time. And then we had Carlton winning, Geelong winning, Bulldogs winning, Melbourne winning, St Kilda winning, Richmond winning, GWS winning, Hawthorn winning, and Collingwood winning. And then we had Sydney winning, Brisbane winning, Geelong winning, Freo winning, Bulldogs winning, Gold Coast winning, Sydney winning, St Kilda winning, Collingwood winning, Port winning, and Port winning. Then we had Geelong winning, Adelaide winning, Gold Coast, Melbourne, Sydney, Collingwood, Freo, and we had byes. Round 7 we had Richmond, Carlton, Freo, Brisbane, GWS, Collingwood. Round 14 was Richmond, Essendon, Port, Geelong, Bulldogs, and Gold Coast winning all their games. 15 we had Melbourne destroying Brisbane at the MCG, Bulldogs, West Coast, Carlton, Geelong, Sydney, Adelaide, Collingwood, and Port winning in all strong clashes. Then we had Brisbane by 41, Sydney, St Kilda, Essendon, Melbourne, Geelong, Collingwood, Richmond, GWS, Freo winning. In round 17, we had Geelong, Sydney, Collingwood, Gold Coast, Freo, Port, Essendon, Hawthorn, Carlton winning all around 17 games. Then we had Geelong, Sydney, Collingwood, Brisbane, North Melbourne, Geelong, Sydney, Hawthorn, Melbourne, Essendon. Then we had a draw. We had the first draw of the season. Hawthorn, Sydney, Geelong, Brisbane, Melbourne, Carlton, Collingwood, St Kilda winning. Round 20. Melbourne, Collingwood, Sydney, St Kilda, Geelong, Adelaide, Gold Coast, Richmond, and Essendon winning. Collingwood, Hawthorn, GWS, Freo, Geelong, Port, Richmond, not Port, Sydney, Brisbane, and Adelaide winning. We had Brisbane, Bulldogs, Adelaide, Geelong, Freo, Richmond, Sydney, Port winning. And the last round of the season was, if I keep looking over at my schedule, we had Melbourne, Freo, Gold Coast, Geelong, Richmond, Port, Bulldogs, Collingwood, Sydney. I'm going to the finals now, like I said. Week 1, Thriller, Richmond, and we had an average one. It was almost goal to goal like this game, but the City got over the line against Melbourne. Geelong just getting over the line against Collingwood, and Freo coming back from being almost 0 goals, almost 41 points down to win against Bulldogs and move on to a semi. Then we had Brisbane v Melbourne, where Brisbane got over the line pretty comfortably at the end. And then we had Collingwood just kicking goals to beat Freo at the MCG. In the preliminary, Brisbane put on a shocking performance to lose by 71 to Geelong. And Sydney winning by a point in a thriller. And then we have the grand final, where Geelong won by 81 points. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Hope you like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you later. Goodbye, guys.